Chapter 1. The Grand Illusion. In the dimly lit room, Carl sat up in bed, a defiant glint in his eyes. He clung to the belief that his life was a canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of grand adventures. His room, adorned with posters of mythical landscapes and fantastical creatures, was his haven for creative aspirations. The alarm clock mocked him from the bedside table, ticking away the precious seconds of his unfulfilled dreams. Carl believed in the power of imagination, in the uncharted territories of his mind that teemed with possibilities. He dreamt of conquering the world with his ideas, a ruler in the kingdom of his own creation. But the truth was, his aspirations were so vast, so sprawling, that he found himself tangled in the web of his own fantasies. As he pondered the complexities of his dreams, a cynical voice echoed in his mind. "You have all the right to believe, Carl, but when are you going to start living beyond the realms of your own illusions?" Chapter 2. The Tangled Webs. Days turned into nights, and Carl remained ensconced in his dreams, a prisoner of his own making. The room, once a sanctuary for creativity, now felt like a cage. His once ambitious plans were now a Gordian knot, impossible to unravel. The world outside his window seemed distant, a place where dreams transformed into reality. In the quest to conquer the world, Carl had lost sight of the steps needed to embark on the journey. He scrolled through social media feeds, a silent observer of others' achievements. The grandeur of their lives only magnified the pettiness of his own stagnation. The ticking clock, once a reminder of time's passing, now morphed into a ticking bomb, threatening to explode the illusion he clung to. But, in the midst of his turmoil, a realization struck Carl. There was humor in the absurdity of his situation. He chuckled bitterly at the irony of dreaming endlessly without ever waking up to the challenges of reality. The cosmic joke of his existence became evident, and for a brief moment, he savored the bitter sweetness of self-awareness. Chapter 3. The Awakening. One fateful morning, as the first rays of sunlight pierced through the curtains, Carl felt a surge of determination. The dreams that had held him captive were now the catalysts for change. He tossed aside the comforter of illusions and stood up, ready to confront the world he once only envisioned. The room, once stifling, now echoed with the promise of possibility. Carl understood that dreams were not meant to be stagnant. They were meant to inspire action. He embarked on the journey he had long deferred, armed with the knowledge that conquering the world required more than mere wishes. The alarm clock, now a companion in his awakening, no longer taunted him. It became a symbol of discipline, a reminder that time was not an adversary but a partner in the dance of life. Carl ventured beyond the confines of his room, embracing the challenges that awaited him. As he stepped into the daylight, Carl carried with him the lessons learned from the cocoon of his dreams. The grand illusion had given way to a grander reality, one where he could shape his destiny with deliberate steps, not just fantastical leaps. The world was no longer a distant land to conquer. It was a canvas waiting for his brushstrokes. In the end, Carl discovered that having the right to dream was a privilege, but living those dreams required courage, action, and an acceptance of the world's complexity. He laughed at the irony that, in breaking free from the cocoon of perpetual dreaming, he found the true adventure he had sought all along, the adventure of living.